Hello, my name is Erin Wimert, and I am here with another Vinyasa class for you today. Before we get started, just make sure you click that subscribe button so you can stay updated on my upcoming content. And if you'd like to leave a donation, my information is in the movie notes. Put this guy down. So today I wanted to discuss this idea of yin and yang. In yoga, we seek to yoke or bring into union opposite energies so that we can find a sense of balance. So we're going to work with this idea of yin and yang, or effort and ease, or you could think of working with masculine and feminine energies by way of twisting today. So as we twist, I want us to think about the yang, or the action part of our poses, being in the spine, letting that be where the integrity lies. And the ease, sort of that more feminine energy, the give, is going to be in the pelvis. I'm really a big fan of letting our pelvis move with the spine in a twist so that we can keep the SI joints and the sacrum happy. We're going to start this practice with a short pranayama meditation so we can balance the right and left side of the brain through alternate nostril breathing. And if you prefer to do this on your back, you're more than welcome to. So with your right hand, find your Star Trek hands. It's a little more challenging to do for some people than others. And we're going to bring our index and our middle finger right to the third eye. And then you'll bring your thumb to the right nostril and your index and your pinky to the left. So before we start, find a really, really long spine lengthening up. And as you exhale, feel your seat root deep into the earth. Find your next exhalation. Plug up your right nostril. Inhale through the left. Breathe all the way in. Plug up your left nostril and exhale out of the right. Inhale through just the right nostril. Plug it up and exhale out of the left. Inhaling through the left. Plug it up, exhaling through the right. Inhaling through the right. Close that and exhale through the left. So keep this going for maybe about another minute. And the right and the left side of our bodies are also associated with yin and yang, or masculine and feminine energies. The right side of our body is considered our sun side, our side of action. And our left side of our body is considered to be our moon side, our feminine side. It's where we receive and where we soften. And no matter whether you're male or female, we all possess these two energies. And the universe is always conspiring to help us find balance. For example, when we're working all the time or going, maybe we're playing really hard, working really hard, and all of a sudden we hit a wall. We've exerted so much energy, we burn out, we get sick, we become ill, and then we get pushed into this yin state where we have to soften, we have to let go. And sometimes we get stuck in the yin state, we get a little lazy, lethargic. We have to apply some yang energy to come out, and we feel more balanced. And find just a couple more rounds of breath. Your final exhale is out of the left nostril, no rush. And just release the hands on the thighs when you're done. And feel yourself breathing through both of your nostrils simultaneously and evenly. And gently open the eyes. Now, if you're on a block, you might consider coming off. And let's just switch out the crossing of the legs. If you're on your back, meet us up in a seat. And take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring your left hand to the right knee, right fingertips behind you. Now feel the action in the spine and the ease in the hips. So instead of forcing my left hip back, so at the hip square, I'm saying allow your right hip, you might even lift it up to move back. Allow that ease in the pelvis, and now you can find more length, more strength through the spine. Inhales, an invitation to create length in space. Exhales, an invitation to move into that space, even if just intentionally. Let's take another breath in. As you exhale, we'll untwist and move to side two, right hand to left knee. So again, instead of trying to force your hips to square, kind of like that yang energy of action, we're actually going to let them release. We're not forcing anything to happen with the hips or allowing them to find ease and move with the spine. Again, you might even work your left hip back slightly. And if you feel any cramping in the spine, just know that that's feedback from your body that it's asking you to maybe not go in so deep. When we feel cramping or stinging, any sort of pain, that is the body's feedback that we need to apply more yin energy. We need to back off and soften so that we can find balance. Last inhale. And exhale, release. Let's just crawl over the shins, release the head, let it hang heavy. And when you're ready, roll over your shins, come into a tabletop position. Spread the fingers wide and just start to move through some cat-cows. Inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat. And if you want to find some forward and back movement or maybe side to side, just noticing where you might have some kinks, some pops, some crackles. Just getting a reference point for what you're working with right now. And we'll come back into a long, long spine. As you inhale, stretch your right arm open to the sky, expand the chest. And as you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left. Weight comes onto the ear and the shoulder. You can reach your left palm forward like you're in down dog. You can prop your elbow up with your fingertips. And then come back to this idea of finding length and action through the spine, but ease in the hips. We don't want anything about this practice to feel forced. Again, there's a strong foundation. There's enough effort to maintain the shape, but then we need to find a little ease so that we can sustain it. Last breath in. Let's plant the left palm to eye line. Exhale, right palm to table. Let's inhale to cow pose. And exhale to cat tuck and round. We'll come back into a long spine. And when you're ready, inhale, left arm high, open the chest, open the shoulder. And exhale, thread it under. Weight comes onto left ear and left shoulder. And find whichever variation you like with the arm. Find that masculine, assertive energy through the spine, the integrity is in the spine, and that release in the pelvis. As you inhale, bring your right palm to eye line. Exhale, left palm to tabletop. Let's inhale to cow pose, tuck the toes. Exhale, lift your shins up, downward facing dog. And you might scoot your palms forward a little bit or your toes back. And just creating a little more space through the backs of the legs, maybe finding a little sway in the pelvis. Again, just sort of getting a little yin-like, exploring, getting any last-minute fidgeting out so that you can commit to stillness. Find that soft release through the elbows, thighs stretch back. Perhaps your heels soften down, perhaps not. And just let the back of the neck be long. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, feel that release in the pelvis, soften the groins. Take a slow stroll to the top of your space. Bring your feet to hip width. And find your ragdoll. So you can interlace fingers in the elbow creases. You can have hands at the nape of the neck. And just utilize the yang of gravity, that downward pull of gravity, so that you can find yin through the spine. Let's release here, interlace the fingers behind the back, or you could just hook your thumbs. Feel free to keep the knees bent. And breathe fully through the nose. And by way of your low back, release the hands. Let's come into a halfway lift. Find action, integrity through the spine. And exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky, reach all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Find a steady gaze. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Stay for the exhale, release the arms. Stretch all the way up. Big breath in and dive to the ground, forward fold. Let's find some length halfway. Inhale. Exhale, your right toe step back, your right knee drops down. Let's bring your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana, crescent moon. And as you exhale, find a vertical twist to the left. Now you might stay here if you're modifying, or inhale, reach your right fingertips forward, and exhale, find your twist. And if you want, you can make a fist with your right hand, place the left palm on top. So we find that action through the spine, but allow the right side of your pelvis to swivel down so that it can move with the spine. Instead of trying to forcing the hips to square where we actually restrict things, it forces the spine to become yin-like. Find yin through the pelvis so you can find yang through the spine. Big breath. Exhale, release, hands to the earth. Let's go half splits. You can use blocks here if you need. You can find that yin through the pelvis so you can find action through the spine. Again, it's these hamstring stretches where we usually get a little lazy in the spine. We want to feel that sense that we're staying strong. And take a big breath in and stay for the breath out. Let's come forward to your lunge, back knee lifts. As lightly as you can, step to plank. Left foot meets the right. Knees up or knees down, shift forward on your inhale. Exhale down to your belly. Untuck your toes, find cobra. Maybe just a breath or two here to explore. Finding any movement that feels intuitive or not. And as you exhale, lengthen your sternum forward to lower. Let's tuck the toes, lift the knees, big breath. Exhale, press through plank or tabletop. Downward facing dog. Focus the eyes, big breath in. And as you exhale, soften your gaze. Let's float the right leg up, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale, shift forward, press the palms round. Back to three-legged. Knee to right tricep, see if you can make contact. Back to three-legged, inhale. Knee to left elbow, cross body. Now keep your knee bent, down dog twist. Lift the hips, turn your right knee skyward. Feel the left heel soften. Feel the left hip crease draw back. That's where we maintain length and action through the spine. Pelvis opens with ease. Step between the thumbs and drop the left knee down. Inhale your arms to the sky, crescent moon. Twist towards the right, exhale. You can stay if you're pregnant, if you've got any issues with your spine, it's not feeling great. Or inhale, reach the left fingertips forward. Exhale, find your twist. Keep your right big toe mound on the ground as you work your right thigh bone back. As the left side of your pelvis swivels down, you're still hugging your outer left hip in. Push harder through the right palm, turn the chest up, big inhale. Exhale, untwist, half splits. Draw your pelvis back. Can we find that ease through the pelvis so that you can find length through the spine? It's folding over the thigh. From crown to tail is long. And take a big breath in. And a patient exhale out. And crawl forward to your lunge, back knee lifts, chest is lifted, step as lightly as you can, top of the mat and folds. Inhale, extend your chest, unfurl your spine halfway. Exhale, fold, maybe grab both of your calves. Inhale, up to stand, reach up and lengthen. Keep that length as you exhale, hands to heart. Release the arms, stretch all the way up, maybe arch the upper spine. Exhale, dive to the ground, forward fold. Inhale, extend the chest halfway. Exhale, left toes back, left knee down. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. You can stay. Or inhale, reach left fingertips forward. Exhale, find your twist. Stay for the inhale. Push harder into left palm. Exhale, untwist, half splits. Take a big breath in and an exhale out. Inhale to your lunge. Exhale, step to plank. Tip forward on your inhale, chin off the chest. Go half or all the way. Inhale to your back bend, maybe knees and thighs lift. Exhale, pull the navel in, downward facing dog. Full big breath in and stay for the breath out. All right, left leg floats up, inhale. Let's go knee to nose, exhale, shift forward and round. Back to three-legged, inhale. Knee to left tricep, exhale, see if you can make contact. There you go, inhale, left leg up. Let's go knee to right elbow, cross body, keep the knee bent, lift the hips, down dog twist. Ease in the hips, effort in the spine, work your right hip crease back, step so lightly between your thumbs, right knee down. Inhale, bring your arms to the sky. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. You can stay. Or inhale, reach your right fingertips forward, left hip crease back. Exhale, find your twist. Push harder into the right palm. Inhale, chest to chin. Exhale, untwist, half splits. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale to your lunge. Step top of the mat. Exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold into yourself. Little different chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, find that ease in the hips. Take a breath and lift chest to chin. Exhale, draw the pubic bone up slightly. We're not tucking under and locking the pelvis. We're just creating support. Let's inhale here. Exhale, hips back 2 inches. Inhale, side body's long. Exhale, pubic bone pulls up slightly. Inhale, up 1 inch. Exhale, back 2 inches. Inhale, lift collarbones to chin. Exhale, low back lengthens. Let's come up to stand. Inhale, reach up, maybe reach back. Exhale from the low belly, fold to the ground. Let's find a halfway lift here. Exhale, left toes back, left heel down, warrior two. All right. Settle in, heel to heel, or heel to arch. Whew. So we have the effort through the spine, but the ease in the hips. So notice what it feels like in the low back to force the hips to square. Pops your thighs out of their sockets, and your front thigh collapses in. So if you let your pelvis move forward with the thighs, knee over the toes, ribs to the left. If any squaring happens, let that be in your ribs where there's so much suppleness. As much weight as you put into the front foot, put into the back foot. Inner left arch lifts. As you inhale, reach your right fingertips forward, work your right hip crease back, extended side angle. You can rest forearm on the thigh. You can grab your ankle, maybe find a block of the earth. Again, I'm not trying to yank my hips open. This is where the ease is. Pubic bone and navel, just like we did in chair. Feel the effort in the spine. Option, let's come into a half bind. Just working to reach for the top thigh. Some of you might reach down and find your full bind. It's all optional. And if you're in that full bind, draw the pelvis in. Put more weight in your back foot. And you can look up. I like to look down. It just feels better in my neck. Last inhale. Stay for the exhale. Release your grip. Reverse warrior. Woo. Feel that bend to the front knee. Pelvis easing forward. Ribs to the left. So as you feel that heat in your front thigh, see if you can become yin-like inside. Soften internally so that you can feel stronger and really engage in that yang activity on the outside. Last breath in. Exhale, hands to the ground. Pop your back heel up. Walk your right foot to the right. And drop your left knee down. You can stay on the palms. You can come to the forearms. You can reach right arm back for a quad stretch. I really like to lean onto my left forearm, lean onto my left hip, and then press the right thigh open. And just options. Wherever you are, remember the purpose of the class, finding the balance between effort and ease. This shape has a tendency to get really lazy and yin-like. Long spine. Shoulders out of the ears. Ease in the pelvis. Let's take another inhale. As you exhale, come to the palms, back knee up. Step to plank, inhale. Chaturanga or not, you can skip it. Full breath in and full breath out. Let's bring the feet together. Lift the heels up. Bend the knees. Pull your hips way back. Take a peek where you're going and see if you can just soften internally from that place where you feel really calm and steady. See if you can jump. Inhale halfway. Exhale, right toes back. Right heel down. Warrior two. So you might notice, again, you soften to become stronger. Every second of every day includes this blend of yin and yang. in the micro and in the macro. Work left hip crease back. Find that ease in the hips. Low back is long. Keep that. Feel the ribs spin to the right. And instead of getting really yang-like and heated and fiery inside, responding to this heat, see if you can soften. Become yin-like, like water. As you inhale, reach left fingertips forward, work left hip crease back, feel the pelvis spin, and find your extended side angle. Outer right hip wraps forward. And bring your right arm into a half bind. Again, you can stay or dip down, grip, rein the hips back in. See if you can find stillness. Soften so that you can remain strong. Take a breath in. Stay for the exhale. Release your grip. Reverse warrior. Keep that bend in the front knee. Maybe go deeper. Hips slightly to the top of the mat. Ribs slightly to the right side. Upper back is soft. Crown of the head is lifting. Full breath in. Exhale, hands to the ground. Pop your back heel up. Walk your left foot to the left. And lower down. Let's take this wherever you went on side one. Maybe 8 to 10 breaths. Keeping in mind the intention of being balanced, not going too far to one direction or the other. We can take this skill that we're building of being balanced into anything, when we're driving, when we're eating, when we're having fun. Staying present, but not getting lazy, and not getting really fiery and aggravated. Right in the middle. Let's come to the palms. Lift the back knee. Step your right foot into Malasana. And you can bounce the hips down. See if you can lean the weight back into the heels. So you want to find that you're not tucking the tail under and making the spine yin-like and lazy. Find that slight release in your low back. Yin through the pelvis so you can find yang through the spine. You can stay or reach your left fingertips out. Stretch the right arm open. Big breath in. Exhale, slow motion, switch sides. No rush to get there. Last breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Stay for the inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift your heels, spin them back, and fold. Just bump your hips side to side. Whew. Soft bend through the knees, begin to roll up. Alrighty, and just step your feet close to the center of the mat. All right, we're moving into Vrikshasana, tree pose. Shift the weight into your right foot. Left foot can either be used as a kickstand, turning the thigh, the knee, and the toes out. You can come to the calf. Usually you want to avoid the knee. You might come to the inner thigh. Again, I find with balancing, I have to become really yin-like inside. Calm down so that I can find strength. You can keep hands at heart. You can find any kind of variation you want, anything. And then focus the eyes. So your eyes, there's action in the eyes, but they're not overly aggressive. They're relaxed at the same time. You're present, but you're relaxed. Standing knee soft. When you're ready, stretch your arms to the sky. Lift the left knee up, turn it forward. Maybe you extend one-legged staff and pendulum through. Find standing splits. You're in control. You're in control. You're in control. And there you are. I like to bend the standing knee and grab onto the calf or ankle with my right hand. Then I encourage my chest to my thighs. And then dig through the right heel as I extend the right leg. I'm working my right hip crease back. My left glute and hamstrings are firing to lift that leg up. And take the lightest step back to your lunge. Adjust your stance, feet hip width. Keep in mind you can drop your back knee wherever you are if you're feeling that heat in the front thigh too much. Shut your right arm open to the sky. So notice if the hips are swaying to the right, right hip crease back. Now the left side of your pelvis swivels down so you can lengthen the spine. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, dig through your right heel, rise up. Take as much time as you need. Feel that your thighs aren't knocking in. Thighs parallel. Keep the arms wide. Inhale. Exhale, left fingertips to the ground. Take a big breath in. Exhale, rise up. Inhale when you're ready, fingertips down. Exhale, rise up. Twice more, no rush. I know you're feeling that front hip. Hello, yoga butt. Whew. All right. From here, exalted warrior. Right hand to sacrum or left thigh. Left arm reaches. I love this because it's a twist, not from the thighs, from the low ribs, and it's a back bend through the upper spine. Take a big breath, and as you exhale, airplane your torso. Find that ease in the hips so you can find action in the spine. Last breath in and out. Warrior 2, inhale. Extended side angle, exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, vinyasa or not. Let's find some stillness. Focus the eyes. Soften all of your facial features. Let's bring the feet together. Heels lift. Bend your knees. Jump or walk. Halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And hands to heart. All right. Side 2. Turn the right knee out. Weights in your left foot. Take your time heading there. Outer left hip hugs in. Find any sort of variation you want with your arms or your hands. It can be different than the first side. Soften so that you can become strong. If you haven't yet, bring your arms to the sky. Turn the right knee forward. Maybe you extend out. Pendulum slow motion to standing splits. Remain in control. Again, maybe you grab the calf. And that release in your groins back, not to the right, but back. And zip your right toes back. Find your feet hip width. And stretch the left arm high. So again, we're not trying to level the hips or square them. Right side of your pelvis swivels down. So you can lengthen the spine up. Take a breath in, locate your left heel in your mind. As you exhale, rise up. Left hip crease back. Outer right hip hugs in. But again, keep that strength through the legs. Keep the arms wide. Inhale, right fingertips tap down. Exhale, dig through the heel, rise up. Go as slow as you need. Inhaling down, keep the chest lifting. Exhaling. 2 more. Exalted warrior, left hand comes to sacrum or to right thigh. Feel there's a sense that you're expanding, you're being expressive, but you're also applying action, maintaining strength to your foundation. So you can find that expression. Big breath here. Airplane your arms. Release through the pelvis. Lengthen action through the spine. Find one more inhale and exhale. Warrior 2. Inhale. Extended side angle. X. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, hands to the ground. Chaturanga or not. All right, let's come down into a child's pose for a moment. Woo. And just let yourself become very yin-like. We need these periods of rest so that we can take efficient action. We can't just be go, go, go all the time or we burn out. And we can't just lay around and be yin-like all the time, or else we never get anything done. Let's walk your arms to the right. Take a big side body stretch. And we'll switch it out. Arms to the left. Breathe into the right ribs. Let's come back to center and find your tabletop. Okay, so you can sit back for a moment. We're going to do a really repeated shape. Requires a lot of action. And kind of like I mentioned before, to create a very strong shape, I find it helpful to create balance by becoming really yin-like inside. So we're not like shaking and anxious because it is challenging. We're softening to the challenge. We're creating a sense of ease, and we're breathing in such a way that reflects like we're in a really peaceful state. Okay? So yin on the inside, yang on the outside, kind of like an Oreo. Come down to your forearms. You can interlace your fingers. You can find that number 11 shape. And just step back, forearm plank. Shimmy the toes back. If you need to modify, you can drop your knees down, but you still got to do that work of pulling low belly in. Neck is long. Make sure your hips aren't up in the air. It's usually where I struggle. Focus the eyes. 5 breaths. Soften to the shake. Last 2. High plank. Ugh. You can stay here. You can go to down dog. You can move through a vinyasa. Woo! And here we are, downward facing dog. Amazing work. Take a big breath in. So exhale, press the palms forward, reach the thighs back. Let's inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step between the thumbs. Right arm inhales, open to the sky. Exhale, rise up. Exalted warrior, inhale. Airplane torso, exhale. Warrior 2, inhale. See if you can keep that bend through the front knee. Extended side angle, X. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, second to last vinyasa, or not. You can skip it. Deep breath in. And exhale out. Let's go left leg. Inhales up. Exhale, step through. Left arm inhales open. Exhale, rise and twist. You got this. Exalted warrior. Inhale. Airplane torso. Exhale. Ease in the hips. Warrior 2. Inhale. Extended side angle. X. Inhale, reverse. Your final chaturanga. Downward facing dog. All right. Step your right toes forward to a lunge. Hop your left foot in about 1/3 of the way. Parsvottanasana. Now make sure, I'm going to use a block. I'm feeling a little tight. Your feet aren't right in line with each other. Nobody's hips are this narrow. Go hip width. So each hip has its own leg. It's like you're celebrating the fact that you have hips. So we're moving into revolve triangle. I'm going to use a block. You might not. Bring your blocker hand to either the inside of your left foot or to the outside. Now, if you feel an intuitive need to lengthen your stance or widen it, do that. Lift your chest, work your right thumb into your right hip crease. Push your right hip crease back. Now from here, instead of keeping your back foot grounded, see if you can actually lift it up. And actually, I could go longer here. I could go a lot longer. So when we spin the heel flat, that really restricts the hips. We want to let them move. Right hip crease back as you lift the chest forward. Now, as you allow the left side of your pelvis to swivel down, it's still stable. That gives you room to find more action through the spine. So you inhale, lengthen the chest forward. As you exhale, feel that invitation to move into the shape, or just feel it more, embody it more. It doesn't have to be go deeper. Last breath in, exhale, release, soften the front knee, step forward, and just find your ragdoll, sway a little side to side. And then step your right foot back. You might hop it forward again, throw it away. Spin the heel down, and just fold. So neither here or in revolved triangle are the hips like wobbling around. They're always stable. Even though we're letting the pelvis swivel in that twist, it's still, that outer right hip is going to hug in. So if I were to look at you from the top or the back of your mat, your hips wouldn't be swaying to one side or the other. In this case, it'd probably be to the right. Let's find some length. Either block or fingertips to inside or outside of your foot. I like to have my hand reaching forward so I can really work on lengthening the spine. Left thumb to hip crease. Push it back. Now, because this propels my chest forward so much, I feel like I can go a little longer because I need a longer base to find balance. Right side of my pelvis, it swivels down. It doesn't sway to the right. It just swivels down. Maybe you hang here. Again, you don't have to look up. You can look forward. You can look down. Inhale, feel length from tail to crown. Exhale, feel the sternum stern up. Again, if you're getting feedback by way of cramping or pain, apply some yang energy back out so that you can remain strong. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release, soften the front knee. Step forward, ragdoll. Awesome job. And step left toes back. And swing your right shin forward for half pigeon. Right knee to the right, about 2 o'clock. Tuck your left toes under and scoot the left leg back. Feel free to stay up, or you can fold. And so, as I mentioned, there's yin and yang energetic aspects to every second, every moment, in the micro and in the macro. In this moment, just become completely yin-like. If we had to apply some yang energy, you could think of remaining yang-like in the mind. In other words, just present. When we become yin-like in the mind, it just tends to wander and go all over the place, which is natural. See if you can practice staying yang. Yang in the mind, yin in the body. Let's take one more breath in and out. And slowly come to the palms. We'll make our way to side 2. You can go to a down dog first. You can just sweep your left shin around. Just take a couple more breaths, really surrendering to the exhale. As you inhale, start to come up. Spill your hips to the left and bring your right leg around and just start to roll onto your back. You can rock a little side to side. And just consider if your body is asking to experience any particular sensations. Gonna twist, happy babies. Maybe you like to move through plow and shoulder stand. It's finding your own way to Shavasana. There's no right or wrong way. Just noticing, my spine wants to stretch this way, or my hips want to feel this. Letting that be your guide. You can give yourself a big hug for showing up, if that speaks to you. Always feels good just to stretch my spine in this direction. And then when you are ready, we'll meet in Shavasana. You might consider bringing your legs out wider than your hips. I like to sort of wag my hips side to side so I can find the center of the sacrum. Arms can be down or even out or up. Now, I'll bring you out of here in just a couple of minutes. Give yourself permission to really relax and just enjoy the fruits of your practice. Let's take a big, big breath in. Let it feel really good. And just sigh it out. Start to roll out your wrists and your ankles. Might feel good to turn the head side to side or even stretch the arms above the head. And when you're ready, begin to roll to one side. And just taking your time to press up. Collect the palms at the center of the chest. And just feel that action, that length, that space through the spine. the ease in the hips facilitating this. Bow the chin in slightly. And just feel that you are balanced, body and mind, masculine and feminine. A whole complete package exactly as you are in this moment. May the merits of our practice be of benefit to all beings everywhere. And to you I bow. Namaste.